Well, millions of Americans will be watching as the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 57 this Sunday.
And for some of those viewers, the commercials might be the most interesting part of the actual game. This year, actress Anna Faris is making her Super Bowl ad debut, and she's bearing it all in a spot for Avocados from Mexico. She joins us now with more on this. Good morning, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much.
Hey,
and
Thanks
not
for
only
being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm so excited about this project. It's not just my first Super Bowl commercial, it's like my first commercial. And I'm so grateful. And like, when Avocados from Mexico wanted to hire me to play essentially the character of Eve.
Yeah.
Of the ad is Adam and Eve, and what might have happened if Eve took a bite of avocado instead of the forbidden fruit.
I love that.
I was so honored. I'm like, I'm 46, guys. I don't know. Eve but then I think they hired me because I make really odd faces.
That's probably not the only reason they hired you. I mean, if you're gonna do your first TV commercial,
What a way to do it.
Holy smokes! I mean, they spend an awful lot of money on these commercials. I'm curious because you've been on movie sets, obviously series sets. What's the commercial set like? How does it compare when you're talking about a Super Bowl commercial?
It's really professional. And we had this gorgeous set that we shot it down in Mexico City. Everybody was lovely. We were surrounded by like thousands of the most perfect avocados from Mexico that you would like open up, and they were all like creamy and green and like just incredible. And everything was, I got to work with Brian Buckley, who's like the king of Super Bowl commercials. And that was just incredible. I knitted him a hat. I'm not a great knitter, but the whole experience has been so fun. And I say this as like, we all hear actors talk about how fun everything is and blah, blah, blah. But this really was. I've had such a great time being able to talk about a product that I really love. Avocados from Mexico really makes everything better.
So they weren't like, listen, we have to shoot this commercial in like 2 hours because 2 hours from now, these avocados are going to be horrible. Because you know the way avocados are, right?
Right. Yeah, right.
Listen, I want to ask you about the feeling you had doing this advertisement, posing nude. I mean, that's got to be something so different for you. And how do you tell your parents about that?
Well, that's a wonderful question because I had this kind of funny moment down there where I felt oddly comfortable. I felt like I had to make the decision to just be cool, or I could spend half the day wondering, where am I robe? Where is the thing? Where is it? Cover me up, which I probably would have done a little more of when I was younger. But I also thought about like Eve. I also had like 30 pounds of hair.
So we see.
But I love the idea of Eve being, she's naive. She doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
For her, like, there's no reason not to be naked. It was really fun. The set, like I said, was just like lush and gorgeous, and we had a lot of like background actors and Adam who are like much younger than I am. And they were all gorgeous, and they're all like half naked too, more than half naked. I'd say we had like a 10th or an 1/8 of our bodies covered.
Oh my gosh. And they did not have hair extensions. Hey, listen, I want to ask you about something personal because I thought this was actually really interesting. You, like many, many people during the pandemic, started to sort of reassess the work-life balance. And you're right. You talk to actors and everything's always fun. But you did what a lot of people did, is you sort of stepped back. And I want to talk a little bit about that, why you thought it was valuable now that you've come out the other end of taking a wee bit of a hiatus, what you learned from that period.
I love this question. I learned that I love puzzling. I learned that I love knitting. I really wanted to spend time with my son, Jack. I was on this the show for
Yeah.
7 years that I just loved, Mom. But I did go through this time, like right when quarantine started, where I was like, do we what is the future? Are we
Right.
all, what is the future? And it was a jarring moment for me, but an important one, I think. So, so here's what I've also learned. After spending an intense amount of time with Jack, and I've learned that I'm a terrible homeschooling mom or Zoom mom or whatever. Man, that teacher was so mad at me. But I've also learned that I think I approach the philosophy of parenthood with like this odd, and I only realize that it's kind of odd now because I'm around a lot of other moms, like this, like kind of teenage neighbor nanny. Like I'm always like bouncing around my son Jack, and I'm like, hey, you want to play? Hey, I'll let you swear once a week, and I think it's formed him. I always feel he's 10. I feel like he's always like bemused by me. He's never called me strange yet, but I think it's coming.
It's not a bad thing.
It felt great though to have that time,
Yeah.
and but now, the whole thing's over.
Yeah.
Done and gone. No, I mean, I hope so, but I'm really excited to get back to producing and creating my own characters. And I'm working on some stuff that I'm excited about.
Well,
it feels good to.
We're excited to see what you got going on. We're excited.
I can't tell you.
You can't tell us.
Well,
It'll
for
probably never
now,
happen.
you're coming in hot with the ad.
Yeah.
We can't wait to see it on Sunday.
Wait,
It's going to be an amazing debut.
So we have to find out, do you have a dog in this fight in the Super Bowl? Are you rooting for one
Right.
particular team?
The Lakers.
Good
Me too.
answer.
I'm with you. I'm here for the concert. I'm here for the Rihanna concert.
That's going to be fantastic.
Guacamole.
And I'm here to find out what happens when Eve eats an avocado instead of an apple. I'll be there.
Listen, it's good.
Okay, I can't wait. Anna Faris, thank you
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.